This is the current folding and marking technique that I'm using with my 3D Max users for lap pro grip. And the reason I came up with this technique is a lot of doctors were telling me that they like to move the 3D Max, it's easy to use. My argument is, why not place the mesh right the first time every time? And that's what this technique does. So once you take Pro Grip out of the box, have the barbs face down, and then the doctor's going to fold the mesh in half like so. And the reason is now you have a midline with equal portions top and bottom. Then you take the superior end, fold that to the midline, then the inferior and fold up to the midline, and then the superior back on itself. You have the midline marker, and what I have the physicians do is an upside down T with a bullseye. This is so they know that the mesh is facing the right side, and this is below the iliopubic tract, and this is the deep internal ring marker. So once the physician has completed his dissection, you want to make sure that they have complete and maximum exposure in the myopectineal orifice. And the reason is, as you know, the more exposure you have, the better and easier it is to unroll lap pro grip. So the physician places the bullseye at the deep internal ring along the iliopubic tract access to Cooper's ligament. That's your first placement. Then they're going to take from the upside down T, they're going to open once superiorly. Then they're going to open inferiorly, and the reason they do this next is to ensure that they have the proper inframedial coverage for the direct defect and inferior coverage below the iliopubic tract. And then the last fold is open superiorly, and that completes the unrolling of the lap pro grip. As you can see, if they do this technique every time, they can place it right the first time without having to move it and ensure the proper coverage in the direct, the indirect, and the femoral space. Thank you, and let me know if you have any questions.